My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show. Hi guys, welcome to the stream. Yes, today we do bring your tactics, so get ready to get ready to bring your tactics, not dump your tactics. Yes, I'm pretty casual today. Don't know if I'm flying off to Melbourne yet. Yeah, so if I fly tomorrow. See how close this is. I'm cutting it. So it's very tough right now because of a lot of things that are happening around me. So it's a bit, yeah, one of those things that's on my mind. And yes, there won't definitely not be a stream on Saturday, right? So I'm gonna confirm that right now. No stream on Saturday, because that's my uncle's funeral. So I'm not streaming on that day. I'm probably not streaming on Sunday either. So Saturday and Sunday I'll be very quiet. Yeah, not sure about Monday yet, but Saturday, Sunday, 100% I'm quiet. Yeah, so that you won't hear a peep from me across all channels. Yeah. So hope you guys are well. Yes. What are we doing today? We are doing Bring Your Tactics. So we're gonna use a team. We're gonna go through this really quickly. So we're gonna use who's this? Aston Villa. Okay, we're gonna use Aston Villa. We got your tactics. I got some tactics in. I think I took the few already. Something just came in. Wait, counter. Wait, this is public tactics. Not this is Discord. Yeah. So these are the Discord tactics. I got all the tactics except for yours. Download this one as well. Okay, so we put data. Whatever it is, guys. Okay. Do not download Windows 11, the second half update, right? And basically, if you can avoid it, don't go to Windows 11 at all. My advice to anybody who's thinking of going to Windows 11, do not do it. You'll regret it. Yeah, I have big time. I'm waiting. I'm gonna be rolling back my entire Windows 11 installation, pushing it back all the way to Windows 10. Yeah, that's my plan now. I don't plan to. I mean, I like some of it, right? Like this. So this is quite convenient now. I don't open two windows. I don't like this because it's ridiculous. I have to do 2 clicks to copy and paste now. Other than that, yeah, I wouldn't recommend anybody going to Windows 11. If you're on Windows 11, my commiserations, because you're gonna find CPU usage very high. A lot of games you're gonna find them. Some of them tearing, screen tearing. You're gonna find stuttering. Yeah. Windows, Microsoft didn't admit it. They finally did in the end. So yeah, so it goes to show you what's happening, man. Okay, so where is this? This is wrong place. Okay, we go to D. Documents. So we're gonna look at the first few tactics. I think we've got a few tactics here. We've got positive 424. Let's take a look at this. All right. Okay. CM Mazala. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's play this tactic. I'm not gonna say anything yet. Let's see who's playing first, right? Okay. Ramsey. You see, the thing is, automatically the game is going to pick these kind of players for that role. Yeah, a player that can fit as a Masala. Right. So, and then you got D, you got Coutinho here, Buendia here. I just did a video on mentality, right? And compression. Okay. So let's look at the compression. Oh boy. Okay. Let's play. Okay, we got to put in some Diego Carlos. This is Boubacar Kamara. So Mazala, basically, if you play a Mazala here, he has to have some flair. He has to be pretty decent. Yeah, we're gonna use an average team, guys. We're not gonna use a top of the but man, I can't use editor. I can't use the editor. Can I? Yeah. Remove all injuries to him. Okay. All right, we're gonna put McGinn here instead. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna use the editor because how to get facebacks and team logos. Just download them. Yeah, you can download facebacks and team logos from so many sites, but I can't say it publicly. So you just go to the website, like FM Scout, you'll find it there. Okay, so we're gonna start this now. Once again, right? I hope you've watched my video. I'll explain why this tactic might fall apart. All right, okay. So we're going to go to 2D Classic. I think it's easier to see the relationship of the players. Okay, so you see how far your players are right now. This is where you're telling the opposition we're going to play the game in. This is your compression area, right? So the distance between this player and this player. So as it goes up, you see the distance is normally going to be about the same. Okay, this is your zone of compression created by your defensive line, right? And your attacking duty. So now the players go forward. Okay, all right, opens up. Okay, this is not bad. Goes wide. Okay, then Coutinho gets in, nice try. Okay, this is an attacking transition. We're not worried about the attacking. I'm not worried about the attacking transition. I'm more worried about your defensive transitions. Okay, so we're not looking at set pieces. So if you haven't seen a set piece video, go watch the Loki Doki set piece video. Hold on. How do I do this? Okay, go to this. Okay, YouTube. Where's Loki Doki? Loki Doki. Loki. Loki Doki, right? I don't know if Loki Doki Journeyman. There we go. That is his latest video. It's hilarious. Wait, hold on. Have you seen this video?
Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to training. As you know, we've been conceding too many goals from set pieces and not scoring enough, specifically corners. So what I thought we'd do is we talk through some drills today and work out exactly what we're going to do.
I love this video.
Obviously, beforehand with our attacking corners, we just sort of whack it in the 6-yard box, send the big lads forward, hope for the best. It's not worked out. So what I think we need to do is have a more specific routine. And I was thinking of like whipping it into the near post and then overloading it with a single player attacking that near post.
Why don't we do it with more than one player?
Yeah, that's a valid... Yeah, I know you'd think we need more than one player if that's our plan, but what I will give you this. One of you can attack it, and then one of you can lurk near the near post. How about that? And then we really got 2 guys there for our specific tactic. Yeah. No, obviously, as part of this, we've got to make sure that when we're attacking corners that we don't get beaten on the counter-attack. That's obviously bad. So what I'm going to do, Big Jeff, I need you to stay back when needed.
When will I need to stay back, boss?
Yeah, that's a very valid question. I'm not entirely sure when needed.
Yeah, go watch this video, man. You better go set your set pieces up, okay? A tip from Loki Doki. I love that video. Yeah, it's very funny. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so okay, there we go. All right, first things first. Yeah, where Mazala has gone. Right, okay, look at the gap. Now your player has to do a lot of work. You see that when the Mazala goes in, he pulls up a lot of space. You get this 2-on-1 situation here straight away. Okay, so the problem with this is I'm not a big fan of, I'm sure the Mazala can work, but you will need an extraordinary player to play in that position, right? So now we go down the line again. You look at your gaps, man. Okay, gaps. The gaps are huge, right? Okay. You manage to, because they're not on a very attacking mentality yet. So you pull up the ball. Mazala goes here. You got these 2 players here. This midfielder is here. very wide, right? At this point in time. So you're depending on a lot of individual moments, right, for your players to bring the ball forward. Okay, so once again, ball goes again. All right, look at this now. He and him. How many players gonna close down? Nobody, right? He's chasing. This guy is still there. Only when he enters his zone does he go and take over. And then guess what happens? Ball gets out wide. Why? Because of this. You're getting all of them pressing, but look at this. Your press is like, okay, everybody just press in your own areas, basically. I mean, and to a certain extent, right? Okay, if I were to play this, I would probably, because the area is so broad. I mean, you've got such a big area, right? And you want them to work in. This is not really going to help you because you're going to open space up, right? The moment I saw your zone of compression and your choice of your defensive line within your mentality, right? It means that your attacking duties are sooner or later, they're not going to be like focused on your defensive transition. You're going to just give away easy goals like this, right? You're just basically allowing the team to come in, right? So look at this tactic again. A lot of, I mean, to all intents and purposes, this is not bad. I mean, you've gone with a lot of support duties. You're playing a positive. You're thinking, hey, this might work. Let's just do something different. Okay? Let's either do this or we stick to this. Let's see what happens when you do this. Okay? Now, okay, this is something that I find very odd. You got high press, but you don't want to prevent the shot keeper. Okay, fine. Maybe these guys should be tight marking, right? So let's go and see what they're doing. Stay wider. So they're not tight marking either. So, okay, they're all going to close down a bit more, but they're not going to stay close to the opposition players. Okay, so what we've done with the pressing intensity is we're getting them to stay a bit closer, right? So we're waiting for your changes to kick in. Okay, let's just change all this because I'm using a new skin. This is somebody else's. I mean, I don't know what skin this is, but I need some information here, man. I need mesh stats. Okay. All right, well, this is a lot of stuff. Oh, wow, it's 2 layers. Okay, thanks, but I'm not going to be using this skin after this show. Okay, no, we're not using this skin after this show. I don't like this. Okay, progressive passes, 2, 3, 2, right? This is Newcastle. This is you. Okay, final third passes, not doing very much. Even though you're top heavy, you're not doing very much in terms of creating chances for yourself, right? So this is a problem, right? This is a big problem for your team because like suddenly my phone had a heart attack. Okay, so now now you got him tracking. 1, 2, 3, 4. Earlier we didn't have this situation. Look at him. Where is he gone? He's gone right to the back. You see, this is what happens right now. Okay, with one change in the pressing intensity, we're getting him to come back. Earlier, your players wouldn't come all the way back. Now you see what's happened. Okay, we're in the area. It opens up space. Yes. Okay. So let's make this tactic a bit more tighter. Right. So now you still got a big zone. Now you see, now they're putting a lot more pressure on the players. Right. Okay. So still, now we have to fix one problem, right? This player, he's a Mazala. He's going to get further. He will try and get, he's a Mazala. He's going to get further forward, but let's change him to something a bit more constructive. Ball winning midfielder on support. He'll try and win the ball in this area. Or you can play him as a CM on support, right? Or you can play him as a roaming playmaker on support, right? But don't play him as a Mazala because Mazala is going to go into the half space. Why do that, right? You try to build, you want this inverted wingback to come in here, and this player is like going to the half space. It's a very, very complicated tactic, right? So I wouldn't recommend that. This is extremely complicated. So I would just go, I will just make him a ball winning midfielder support. So he's a bit more aggressive in this third. Okay, now we got inverted wingback. So far, there's not been any very much, there hasn't been a lot of interaction here. Okay, this is a very strange combination. One runs into the channels, one stays in this area. So what's the AP supposed to do? Who's the AP gonna find in this area? So the AP doesn't have a lot of options to play into this area. We'll change this guy into an inside forward and support. Okay, maybe then he has an option. Maybe this guy's gonna come into the area. AF running into the channels. Basically, if the ball goes down the flanks, he goes here. The big gap between the fullback, big gap between here. Okay, we just made a few changes, but I haven't changed any of this yet, right? I haven't changed. I don't like this, but we have to see the impact first, right? Okay, So because if I make a lot of changes, you're not going to see it, right? It's just like, there's no point. You need to see the transition. So let's go to comprehensive. We're still on comprehensive. Okay. Now, okay, look at this. Earlier, what did I say about type marking, right? Okay. Now these players are much more closer. They're, okay, well read. So now the passes aren't so easy to find. Now they're both in the center of the park, right? It's harder for them to build up play. Okay, so we're getting these two guys to be a bit tighter. Now, look at this. These are the first few transitions we've seen where we can actually build something up. Okay, the problem when you play the inverted wingback, this role, the role in front of the inverted wingback really needs to give us width, right? It's got an attack space for us, right? So this is very slowly the AP is going to leave. No? I don't see the point of, if you want to play an AP, I still find this a bit odd. Okay, you got an AP here. Okay, let's put him on attack duty, get him to drive into the area a bit more. We'll get this guy to be a DLF on attack. Okay, we get this guy to get up and support him. But what we're going to do next, we're going to drop this a bit more, right? Okay, now we got this zone is becoming smaller. We get the backline to support play because right now the backline isn't pushing up to support them. Right, this inverted wingback, we'll change him to a wingback on support, so he goes up the pitch. So now we've got an AP on attack, a DLF on attack, we got CM on defense, wingback. So our problem is actually going to be this side of the pitch. Okay, so we be keeping it simple. We got width, we got counter press. Okay, all right, this can work. We'll drop this a notch so their zones are not going to overlap. I don't want them all over each other. Now what we're going to do with these players is going to tell them to mark tighter. We want them to sit on players so that when the goalkeeper tries to play out from the back, right, he has to play through the center. Okay, so all right, McGinn gets the ball winning midfielder, still does a good pass out. Watkins in the area, nice. Okay, and you see the block. Just that one change has made our block a bit more defensively solid. Look at that. Now they're defending. They're tighter. Okay. All right. So they're a lot more tighter now in the block itself. So we're creating less and less space for the opposition to play their game in. Okay. Ollie Watkins is injured. All right. So we have to take him off. Bring on somebody else. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, right now, that's wide. Okay, all right, let's do something else. You see this get stuck in. Okay, no, we'll just leave that unchecked. Okay, we'll stop the crosses. These two are supposed to help us do that. Play our defense. Okay, fine. I can use the width of the pitch a bit more. Okay, that's it. We can have a high defensive line, mid block, bombing forward. We got CM on defense, ball winning midfielder. We got wingback coming here. We got AP here. We got DLF here. We got a poacher. DLF on support. Okay, let's try that. Small changes. What do you think about tempo? I think tempo is too high, but never mind. Tempo is a good instruction. If I've got a lot of shots on off target, I'll reduce tempo. See, we're getting a lot better attacks now just by changing few things. Because what we want to do is you got 4-2-4, right? So I would recommend playing if you're going to play a 4-2-4 the way you set up, then your players have to be very good players. Like on their own, they have to be able to win the ball. On their own, they'll have to be able to take players on. Now, if your team isn't that good, then I suggest playing with a mid block. Yeah, mid block. A mid block allows you to be more compact, right? And then all you got to do is this, right? Now we have this. Now we're actually a very aggressive mid block, right? And now we're aggressive mid block. So what do we do if you want to play a more less aggressive? Just drop off more. Now your block moves with the team, right? So whenever you lose the ball, your block is going to move back down. I mean, we haven't moved the block yet because the tactics haven't kicked in yet. So now if we lose the ball, they move back. We don't have you don't really have a player to play it out to. I also like ball playing defenders for that particular reason. I'm not a big fan of CDs. Yeah, right now in Football Manager, I don't play central defenders if I can avoid it. I will always have one ball playing defender. For that reason and that reason only. So that I've got a chance to release the ball. So defensively now, we're a lot more rugged as a 4-4-2, right? So what else can we do, right? Okay, so okay, we got this. We got playing of fairly wide. Playing like this, you can drop the tempo now. Okay, we can hit the early cross if we wanted to, but now you look at this tactic, right? There's no one attacking the space. Okay, so we've got an attacking playmaker here looking for options. We got one. Okay, I'll drop it down to balance now. I take this guy and turn him into inside forward on attack. Okay, wingback comes here, ball winning midfielder here, AP on support, AP on attack. This guy, what is he? He's staying wider. No, let's not do that. I wouldn't recommend asking him to stay wide. I don't understand the rationale behind that. If you want somebody out on the flanks making those kind of chances, then why don't you play him as an inverted winger? AP is... I know AP on the flanks sounds nice, but if you're going to depend on him to create all the chances, you know, I don't think you're going to get a lot. Got an inverted winger, at least on attack, is still going to try and score a lot of goals. So... see, so much has changed in your tactic, right? I don't see any easy chances being given away because your players are opening up the spaces, right? So now they're playing a lot more tighter. I'm confident that if you were to play this from the start, you do a lot better. Okay, so we're gonna take Mr. Ollie Watkins off. I have no idea who this is. We just took a random club again. I have no idea who these players are. No. Like, we're just trying random players in this setup. Okay, so one shot. Okay, I'm gonna go to key highlights. Yeah, we're on key highlights now. So I mean, I'm very confident that you should be looking at something that's more akin to playing. See, if I play like this, I can also go attacking, right? Step up more and make a compressed zone here. No? I have a very compressed zone. So as we go up, the only thing I'll be worried about is whether my defenders are smart enough to play the offside trap, right? When they need to. See, I've got 2-on-1 when we need to. Okay. Defending quite well. Okay, on the attack. Yeah. Okay. Of course. The other thing about Football Manager 23 right now, right? I strongly advise people to have a plan. Like if you're playing, especially these two-man systems, I'm not going to use this, man. I don't like this role. Okay. I'm going to use an inverted winger on attack. I'm going to stick to a DLF on attack here as well. Okay, so we'll use these roles. This guy goes up the pitch. In fact, I think what we'll do is we'll turn this guy into a BWM on support and turn this guy into a CMD. Or let's turn this role into like a box-to-box midfielder. Okay, so we'll turn into a box-to-box midfielder. Then he goes up and down. We've got inverted winger here. We've got wingback coming this way. We got inside forward coming this way. This guy's anchoring this position. Okay. Yeah. And we got inverted winger here. We got these 3 roles attacking these positions. We get these guys to mark tight so that whenever somebody comes down the flanks, they took after those players. So they don't let them get away. Yeah. And this will be our final tactic. Yeah. This will be the final 4-2-4. This is how I would play it. Right. But not an attacking mentality. Positive mentality. Attacking if I wanted to chase after a goal. Or if I wanted to put a lot of pressure on teams, right? So that's how I would do it. Then you could also do something like hit early crosses into the space. But the thing here is this, right? You make your tactic a lot more stable. Yeah, you give your tactic a lot more structure. Yeah. Oh, we conceded a goal. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's still my favorite role here is ball winning midfielder. I like the ball winning. I actually like ball winning midfielders in like the 4-4-2s right now. Right. So we have to substitute. I forgot to substitute players. You pay the price now in the game if you don't change your central midfielders if you're playing a 4-4-2. 3 defenders, they're good. Three defender systems are very strong. Yeah, if you know how to set it up and you know how to use and you know how to set up your compression. Most people, they're struggling with the back five systems because there's I don't see a lot of good back five system tactics by people. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, okay, just looking at this tactic again, the problem with this tactic is too big, too many zones, right? So raise this, you can even do this, bring this zone up, bring the backline higher so they support the play, right? You can step up more, remove the get stuck in, you can step up more, you can drop off more, your zone becomes mobile. Come inside here, do this as well. I would change one of these roles to a ball playing defender, gives your goalkeeper a chance to bring the ball up. I probably wouldn't play with a wingback, inverted wingback in this setup, because if you play an inverted wingback here, this guy has to attack. Then you need this guy giving you width. So you need a very good defense for that, right? Or at least an option for DM to help him out. Otherwise, you're going to ask this player to go everywhere. So if you want to play the inverted wingback, make sure this is a ball-winning midfielder on defense. Then maybe I would consider it, right? Otherwise, I would never touch it with a damn football. Then here, inverted winger on support is a way better option. Even a winger on support can play creative roles. But AP, stay wide, he's just too far away from the action. Fullback, too far back, right? He's just gonna look for passes. Otherwise, he's never gonna connect. You need somebody to bring the ball forward because there's no one here, right? So this role has to be a lot more aggressive. He's got to bring the ball forward. So this role can be a poacher, it can be a pressing forward support. This role can be a DLF on attack, it can be a DLF on support, because he's going to drop and then he's going to work with these roles, right? So this is one way of doing it. No, if you play an inside forward here, right? If you play an inside forward here, this is a more attacking role, right? So if you want this to attack the space and create a problem for defenses, which it will, okay, then you can play this as a ball-winning midfielder on defense and turn this maybe into a central midfielder on support. He can be a box-to-box midfielder as well. So you want this guy to go up. In which case, you've got these two. You got basically a solid back four, right? Then you've got these. Then what you do is with these roles, you try and create chances. So you got box to box. You can put a inverted winger on support. If you want to play a AP, you can. But like I said, the whole idea of staying wide on the AP is not a good one. Yeah, APs. Right, I rather them sit narrow so they drift into this area, making space for this guy. So you get this. You see, when you wanted to use the Mazzala, the other way of making a Mazzala work is this, no? You get this guy to sit narrow, then this guy becomes like a Mazzala. Then this guy becomes like an AP on attack, okay? Mazzala comes here, AP comes here, inverted wingback comes here. Very, very, a lot of moving parts to this tactic then. So yeah, my advice, keep it simple. Inverted winger on support. Box-to-box midfielder here, or ball-winning midfielder, or CM on support, or if you want, roaming playmaker. Right? Don't use a Mazzala. Don't get somebody to come here unless you play a ball-winning midfielder. Wingback, DLF, poacher. You can use a pressing forward. You can use a lot of combinations here. They can work. The reason why you're not getting a lot of goals in this area was because you were not linking up, and the linking up is going to come from here. All right, next tactic. Let's look at the next tactic. Oh, the whole day I've been hearing the whole theme, the song Planet Earth. I don't know why all of a sudden Planet Earth started playing in my head the whole day. Okay, so next tactic, possession 4-2-3-1. Let's go. I have always I give you 3 different variations. Yeah, there are a lot of ways to play the 4-2-4, right? There's no because I wanted to give you a few variations because I don't know what kind of plays you have, right? So, but the safest one is to play with I would say if I wanted to play a 4-2-4 with flat rolls in the middle, I make sure they stay in the center. That's it. I wouldn't choose a Mazzala. Okay, so here we go. Okay, we don't know what this tactic is all about. We got Douglas, we got roaming, we got wingback, ball playing. Okay, let's play. Haven't seen any of the PIs yet, so we're not going to play it first. 4-2-4 can be good, but I think a 4-2-4 play as a bit block is very, very strong. Very strong. But you got to set up the compression areas very well. Yeah, otherwise, all kinds of issues. Wow, set pieces apparently damn good, man, this tactic. Very good set pieces. Were you watching him by any chance? Very nice. I love Loki Doki's new video. It's so funny. Okay. All right, so let's I don't know what we're looking at now, man. We got to change the skin. I don't take the skin very well. 42. Okay, this is not bad. Final third passes 26. See, all I'm looking at is this right now. Okay, creating a child. You're not giving the AI very many chances to create anything. Okay, good. Yeah, it's looking good so far. Romy playmaker, ball winning midfielder, nice. Wingback, ball playing defender, bringing up the ball, running and defense even. Okay. Oh, over the top. Okay, step up more, I suspect. Okay. All right, ball playing defender, roaming playmaker, ball winning midfielder. Okay, maybe Segundo Volante might, but roaming playmaker is not bad. Ball winning midfielder, okay, not a bad role. In that tier, I probably play Segundo Volante, asking him to tackle harder, but can still work. Yeah, because I'm a huge ball winning. I was a big fan of ball winning midfielder in 21. In 22, after we neutered it, I was still a fan, but it was neutered. Okay, so do I change this tactic? I don't think so. I don't think that there's any need. Let's see what we can do to tweak it slightly. Tell him to be a support duty. You can still play quite well with support. I wouldn't play cover. Don't. That's one of the reasons why you had the ball over the top scenario. Play like this. Ball playing defender. Don't play Tyrone Mings if you can avoid it. Yeah, I'm not a Tyrone Mings fan on Football Manager. Add this Mark Taita for your defensive transitions. That's all. Okay. Cross on byline. Wow, that's ambitious, man. You need to run all the way. Roaming playmaker, if this was a ball winning midfielder, I say go for it. Roaming playmaker, you better make sure this defender can defend. Low crosses, everything is a cutback. Don't mix. Give yourself a chance. Underlap. Nice. Okay, a lot of one-touch passing going on this tactic. Okay. Oh, I love this. Smart boy. Positive, you only use one attack duty. On higher mentalities, less is good. That's my opinion. Okay, they did not come from SI, it came from me only. Step up more, drop off more, you leave it to decision making. Okay. Can be done. Doesn't overlap. In fact, I don't see anything wrong with this tactic. Alright. Are you a hardcore? Stay wider. Oh my goodness. I would love to mark tight. You create a lot of problems to the opposition because you stop heavy, right? If you mark tight, what is going to happen is that whenever the opposition are trying to build play up from the back, you are literally forcing them to play a certain way. You're still marking tight, right? So they have to come through the middle. Unless you don't want them to. Okay, that's a different story. I can see an argument for not wanting them to because you might want them to go down the flanks. Then you hit one over the top, you got inverted winger, inside forward, pressing forward. Yep, okay. That's what happens. I just made a few tweaks only. That's it. But I still think this is a very good tactic. Yeah. Very little changes needed. Yeah. It's a very, very solid tactic. Yeah. Again, this is one of those tactics that needs you to think about your substitution strategy. See that? Over the top. Now it's better, right? You don't have that odd one player is out of position event. Okay, there you go. Your tactic demands oh man, this is expensive because you're playing such a high tempo, right? No, you're not actually playing a low tempo. What are you doing that can reduce this? Okay, there's not very much you can do except drop to a lower mentality, right? So I think you can, or you go to your bench and have like 5 players waiting to come on. That's the only way you can handle this AI now. 1, 2. Wait. Yeah, 1. Esri Konza. 2. Let's see how else we can change. 3. 4. Yeah, you'll end up doing something like what I'm doing right now. 5. Yeah. You change the 5 plus 1 in the center so that your backline can always chase. Your backline always has to chase. Now you see the situation developing, right? All you do is you do this. You drop this a bit. Okay? That's it. Game over. AI cannot come back. I think. It's not I'm confident. No. Okay. Oh, we didn't change the right side. Your right side is the problem child. Okay, look at this, right? We're still quite solid. Okay, look at this. The guy is high up the pitch now, right? It's not anchored to your defense. If you want it to be anchored to your defense, you can. I mean, if you want to hold on to a lead, you can turn this into a ball-winning midfielder, anchorman. Yeah. Look at this. Just solid. Right. They can't even get the ball away from you. Because now you got a double pivot. Because your ball-winning midfielder is building up play on your right side. Earlier, you only had a ball-winning midfielder on defense, right? So you're solely just building up play on one side of the pitch. Now, tick-tock, left, right. Very balanced tactic. This is a very good 4-2-3-1. Very simple. Not too many moving parts. You don't have any funky instructions. I would say leave it the way it is. Make the few changes I recommend. Right? You make it even stronger after this. And you can probably play the entire season with this tactic. You don't have to change it after that. Yeah, the whole season you play this. Right? Whole season you play the same tactic. Mark tight, right? Okay. This role, you can change it to ball-winning midfielder on support. You can play ball-winning midfielder on defense when you feel like, holding on the lead. Or please don't do this. Okay. You're going to ask for trouble. Okay. So just leave it like this. What you do here is mark tight. Okay. And mark tight here. Actually, you don't have to cross from byline, but I get the argument behind it. Yeah, I understand what you're trying to do here. But be careful, right? If he goes wandering, you have to have a very good player here. High teamwork, high anticipation and concentration. Otherwise, you're in trouble. Okay, the other thing is you don't need to do this. You just play mixed crosses, right? You don't have... low crosses is just every single one go to the byline, do a cutback. Give yourself a chance to do... Give your players some thing to do other than that. Okay. So here, this is what you do, right? Holding on a lead, drop off more. Your block moves down. You want to go for goals? Step up more. You're not sure? Do this. This is okay if you have a fast line. You don't have a fast line? Just do this. Okay? Leave this unchecked as well. You don't have to stop crosses. It's entirely up to you. So really, because this... in my opinion, this is still a bit buggy right now because I don't see enough of these guys coming, but they can if you add mark tight. If you add mark tight to these players, they'll help your stop crosses work. Your stop crosses will start working very nicely. If you don't add mark tighter to this, your stop crosses sometimes don't appear to be working perfectly well. So I will do this. So the instructions you don't need is this. You don't need this at all. You don't need to use this. Right? Okay. So this is a very, 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 very nice tactic. Man, who made this? This is brilliant. Lovely tactic. One of the best one we've seen so far today. I'm waiting for one more guy to send his in. I know he's probably got very good tactics as well. I know he usually has very good tactics. Yeah. Okay, wrong channel. Okay, come in here. 4-2-3-1 Manuel. Was this 4-2-3-1 Fonseca? I hope possession. Well, okay, hold on. We've done this. I think we did this. We have this. Wow, all 4-2-3-1s. Man, you guys 4-3-3-1 lovers. Oh, a flat 4-3-3-4. Change skin. Enough of this nonsense. Let's go to material. Tato will be fine. But Tato has no attributes. So you all better be used to it. I don't use attributes. I mean, I don't use attributes, but I don't look at attributes as much nowadays. Yeah. If you're obsessed with a 4-3-3, the 3-4-3 is a good tactic. You should try it out. I mean, double DMs, Segundo Volante, one Segundo Volante, one, you can use a ball-winning midfielder as well if you want. Segundo Volante goes bombing. What a lot of people don't do with their ball-winning... Okay, the reason why I don't like a lot of 3-4-3s right now is no one out there is actually using dribble more on their ball-playing defenders. I suggest you go out there and use one. You get these ball-playing defenders, it makes all the difference in a 3-4-3 when you have a good defender bringing the ball out, right? And then you can launch your flank attacks very easily with those players. Okay, so now we got this tactic. Okay, immediately I will say there's a problem with this tactic. The moment I see a Mazzala here, I know it's a problem. It is nice. Okay, I like this. It could still work. I'm not a big fan of the Mazzala. What is with this world with inverted wingback, Mazzala, what are y'all trying to do? I don't get this. Okay, we'll watch this tactic. I don't get it, no. Do you know what you do when you do that? You lose width in your tactic. I mean, if you're creating a really possession heavy tactic and you're very comfortable about moving a team around, okay, maybe you got very good players, I say go for it. But if you have an average team and you're trying to do that, you are sacrificing width on one side of your pitch. So you're removing the option to stretch the team on one side of your pitch. So I don't know. The way then you end up having to use a role that holds that width, like a winger, right? Or an inside forward who's been told to stay wide. Then the Mazala has to really explore the territory, and you need a role that helps you. So let's see whether this tactic works. It might. You got winger on attack, you got a mess coming, you got track. It could still work. But here, right? This is one time I'll say change his role to PF and support. Why? Because you already got so many funky roles moving all over the place. Get him to stay near the box. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe. I'm not saying don't use the inverted wingback. I use the inverted wingback a lot in my tactics as well. But when I use the inverted wingback, right, I use it for the movement through the middle. So my tactics are all very wide. They're maximum width. Because if I wanted to replicate what like managers like Guardiola are doing, right, then it's maximum width all the way. I don't play on anything but maximum width. And this tactics maximum width is good. Okay, let's go to this match stats. Okay, this is so much more informative. Okay, Aston Villa stats. All right, let's go and see this. I don't know. We're gonna have something here. Action zones. Action zones. Thank you very much. I don't know what we're gonna put here. Okay, that's good enough. All right, so we started the game. Now we're gonna move it down to extended highlights. Okay, so what have we done so far? So if you're not a good team, you're gonna have these kind of situations, right, where you're traveling away, you're trying to win the ball in midfield. Because a team that's aggressive, because if I see inverted wing back, if I'm now the AI developers, right, the more I see AI, a human with inverted wing back, I attack that flank. I don't care. The moment I see inverted wing back, I'm attacking that flank. I don't know whether SI coded it or not. Okay, again, right? No width. We haven't been able to build up any play because you've got a lot of luxury roles in your tactic. You got Trequartista is a luxury role. He's not going to help you defend, so you don't expect him to be going around snapping on their DM one. Then you got inverted wingback who has to come into the middle, right? He's coming into the middle where you have a roaming playmaker and a defensive midfielder. So he's competing against two other players like that. So let's see what has happened. Okay, the ball goes out to the wingback. Wingback plays it out. Okay, snapped. Lost one ball there. No, not enough support. He scored a goal. Okay, let's see more of this. You have to remember, right? A nice in Football Manager 23, unless you have a very, very good team, avoid very exotic setups. Now, I would avoid this is a very exotic setup. It's got Mazala, it's got Trequartista, it's got inverted wingback. It's very exotic, right? Inverted wingback goes up into the middle, then you're expecting your Trequartista to drop down. It's for all that to happen. In FM22, it could work because there wasn't a lot of pressing going on. FM23, there's a lot of pressing going on. You're not going to get much time, man, if the team is aggressive and they want to win the match like Manchester United do right now against Aston Villa. When I use inverted wingbacks, I'm always the better team. Yeah, I'm always the better team. And I have an inverted wingback who can play as a DM and who's also very fast. I will never play an inverted wingback if I have an average team. I will avoid that role at all costs. I mean, I will probably set it up in a different way, right? Okay. I mean, it's totally left field setup. I think I did it during the beta, right? I showed you guys a back five system with two inverted wingbacks, right? And two wide players and one striker, no AM, two DMs. That's how I set it up. Then I get my two guys in the middle becoming Segundo Volantes, attacking. Yeah. So, okay, let's change this. All right. Okay, first up, DLP is holding position. Mazala has gone this way. Inverted wingback is coming here. So let's change certain things. Okay. Okay, first we're gonna change this guy. Small role change. Pressing forward on support. Wing on attack, bombing forward. Mazala coming here. Who's helping us bring the ball up? You get the problem now. DLP holds position. Mazala comes this way. Who's helping us bring the ball up? Inverted wingback on support. That's the only play here. So why is the winger on attack? So either you do this or you overlap. So you make it even more aggressive. He comes in and then he tries to get down the flanks. So he holds up the ball. Problem is when you do that, this guy's going to hold up the ball, right? When that happens, you lose the ball if they press you and tackle you hard. So this is a problem right now in this setup. Okay, so I don't know if there are a lot of teams in real life playing a 4-2-3-1 with an inverted wingback, right? So let's try this. Okay, then we change this role to something like a attacking midfielder on attack. All right, so he gets further forward. This guy comes here. We got width on from this guy. Mark tighter. Then we'll tell him, okay. All right, let's see what happens. Wingback is going to go this way. He's been defending a lot. No work ball into box. We're playing Manchester United. Let's drop the tempo. All right, step up more. Okay. I mean, in any universe, right, I would say that's a good setup for most teams, right? It's the only thing is right now the roles and duties are not making it easy for us. We need to get everybody. Yeah, it's balanced already, man. Or drop it down to cautious now. If you want, I don't know if I can make it work with an inverted wingback and a Mazala. I can't. Yeah, I'll be very honest. I don't think it will work. Yeah, you're never gonna get much of a chance to do much here in the center. Again, you need more punch in middle. Go ball winning midfielder on support. Turn this guy now inverted wingback on support. Okay, make one small change now. Okay, get the guy to be a bit more punchy. Yeah, once I'm done with these tactics, I'll open it up so everybody in the public. I got some public tactics I want to look at as well. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to. These roles are too far forward, right? So we're gonna. I mean, maybe Engash, but he's got nobody to run off. This is like me really trying to make something work here. Okay. Do you see the previous tactic was better? Okay, so I tried something like this, right? Segundo Volante on support attack. Now inverted wingback. Okay. All right, let's try this. Okay, AP here, winger here, Volante on attack. Okay, let's try something like that. So right now, we actually kind of stopped them from attacking us, but now we got some attacking patterns on the right side. Yeah, still not good enough. Double D is not the way I want to play. I think that if you wanted to play a 4-2-3-1, I'll probably play like this. Yeah. This way, it's going to be a lot more stable. And I probably wouldn't use an inverted wingback. If you want to use an inverted wingback, do this. Now your inverted wingback can actually participate. Okay, so right now your inverted wingback can actually attack that area. You can actually turn this guy into an anchor. Okay, this is the best way to use the inverted wingback right now. Right, when you have a D. I mean, that's how teams like Manchester City do it, right? So if you want to look at teams that actually play well with an inverted wingback, look at the masters of the inverted wingback, Man City. They always play with the DM. Right, then you get better structure. Then you can launch these guys into attack. See, now it's the first highlight we've had. So if you want to do something in the inverted wingback, don't play this. It's not going to work, right? It's just a waste of space, right? So I would say go for a 4-3-3. Otherwise, play a 4-2-3-1 DM, right? And play wingbacks. But don't do it. I doubt anybody can turn goal in. I can't turn it into gold. I'm not a magician. I'm not a magician, man. Yeah, asymmetrical is okay. Yeah, but I'm not doing an asymmetrical tactic. Yeah, I'm gonna try avoiding doing an asymmetrical tactic. Okay, D. And we got another tactic coming in. BYT. Next tactic. We didn't. I don't know which ones we've done. We've done positive. We've done Manuel Fonseca. Another 4-2-3-1. Okay, Trequartista. Okay, maybe in this one because you got these roles here. Wow, this is so safe. Okay, the moment you got 2 Ds, doesn't need to be safe, but I get what you're trying to do here. Let's see whether this works, right? Okay. Yeah, I get what you're trying to do there. It's a very defensive tactic. I don't know if it's a mid block. Yeah. If you're gonna have like a lot of attack duties, right? If you're playing a lot of attack duties and you're playing it on a high mentality, you need to think about your tactic, whether it's taking too much risk. Because those attack duties may not help you come back and defend. Yeah. So you have to start thinking. What this one 3 at the back? No, it's not going to be a 3 at the back. No, it won't be because you'll still largely be a. In offense, there will be 4 players, I think, defending. This one D duty, no. There'll be 3, but he will go up the pitch, so you still have 2. Yeah. You won't have like 3 at the back all the way. Say, some people will try this. Don't sit narrower. So you get a 3 at the back effect. But when you do that, the player also, when the balls go down the flanks, it's going to affect the way he presses. Yeah. So then, you might end up seeing a lot of easy crosses coming on the right side. Okay, let's see. Again, I don't know what are you having a mid block? A high block dropping off more. Okay. See the 3 here. Okay, it still goes up, right? Then it goes down the line. So when people tell me fullback on defense doesn't go down the line, he does. He does go down the line. You got space, he will. Because in Football Manager pixels abhor a vacuum unless they are specifically hard-coded to stay back, like defenders. Okay, so if you are to go out there and create a tactic, yeah, you see, you're gonna have 3 at the back most of the time unless the play is on that flank. This is a safety first tactic. You know why I like this tactic? Because its priority is to defend first, then attack. He's got a whole position here. He's got attack duty going this way. So when he goes down the line, he's got inside forward in this position. So this guy's going to create an overload on the left side. This tactic is heavily overload left side. But if the attack somehow or another develops down the right side, the fullback on defense will still go there. So it's a decent tactic. I don't see too much you need to change with it. Maybe, okay, let's try something. All right, you got track. Track is okay. Never mind. You can leave the track. He's not gonna be too much of an issue for him. Okay, again, I don't see the point. Yeah, mix is better than low, unless you specifically want low crosses. Okay, so now let's try something. Okay, I think you can go into this. Higher defensive line, prevent short goalkeeper distribution. We'll remove this. We'll step up more into this area. Okay, and then we will play on cautious. Then we won't counter. Okay, we'll try and counter press. Okay, and then we'll play direct, hit, pass. I just want to see if this works because the voice in my head says you can have a counter attacking tactic here. If you want to sit back and soak and then hit on the break, it's possible. But to do that, right, I forgot to do one thing. Only have one, two, both of these attacking. So we're just letting them attack us. Or if you want to play inverted wingbacks in a back three with wide centre backs, yeah. I'll play inverted wingbacks in a back three with ball playing defenders. Yeah, not with wide centre backs. If I play wide centre backs, they'll go to the side and then they'll play those diagonals. They'll try and play diagonals and they won't pull it off, right? Whereas if I play inverted wingbacks with ball playing defenders, inverted wingbacks will go to the middle. The ball playing defenders are going to bring the ball and around them. Right, so then you have the inverted wingbacks who can do diagonals, and then you got the ball playing defenders who can play balls down the line. You get two kinds of attack patterns. It's far more superior to the wide centre back attacking pattern, which is going to be essentially the same. Like, you know, inverted wingbacks looking to try a diagonal. Nobody is going down the line in setup with a wide centre back and inverted wingback. Yeah. So inverted wingbacks work if you create a 5-man system. Inverted wingbacks' best friend is going to be the ball playing defender. The worst enemy of the ball inverted wingback will be the wide centre back. Yeah. See that? Your tactic can easily be converted into a soak boom one time. Look at that, right? So Konza, fullback on defense, right? Plays that kind of a pass. Because what did we do? At the back, we played this. Hit early cross, pass into space, more direct. Just one small change to your tactic. We turned it into a system that can hit, soak, and snap one over the top. So this is a good tactic, and I was interested because you know why? I want to see how it does against a tactic that will only do well if it's allowed out of the third. Because this, when you play against a back three system, right, you need those wingbacks to come out, right? It's one or two situations. One, you overpower it by forcing the wingbacks never to come out, so they lose any chance of an attack from the wingbacks. Or B, you will let them out. We are letting them out. So now the ball playing defender and the NCB and the CD are exposed. So every time the wingback on the left goes up, he's in trouble. All right. So you got a very, very resilient counter-attacking system. All you got to do is sit back, snap. On top of that, your team is not going to get very tired. Yeah, look at that. So you're going to have loads. You can play for a longer period of time, and then you don't have to make substitutions so much later. And then when you make your substitutions, right, you can afford to make them at the 70th or the 80th minute and then switch things up. All right, okay, so let's say I want to switch things up. Okay, let's go. Step up more. Now it's the same thing, right? Okay, so now I'm playing a different game. Yeah, we go this, we go a bit wider. Now we go on attacking mentality. Now taking a lot of risks now. Okay, all the boys coming in. Okay, now we go to the center. We take you out. I don't know who else we're going to take out. We're going to take you out. Who else? Take you out. Give us some attacking options here. And then put on Ollie Watkins here. I think I put him like this. I have no idea where Ollie Watkins plays, right? So I'm just assuming that's his position. I'm not an Aston Villa fan. So now what I've done is I've gone from a deep counter-attacking tactic to now I'm going to just sit on them and just push at them. Right? So put pressure on them. But of course, it's like... how do I put it? I will always look at the formation I'm playing against, right? If they have a back four that's tired, I might go 4-4-2, right? That kind of thing. So now they've got a lot of defenders. So sometimes this strategy may not work against 5. Like if I see 4, then I'll 100% I'll do something like this. See, now your players are fresh, right? You can apply even more pressure. I'm just staying in their third now. I'm not letting them out. So this is another way you can close down a lead, and your tactic can easily do that. See that? Easily, right? So these are the options that you have in your tactic. Okay, Alrighty, let's go and check the Dropbox. Because hi. This show is brought to you by Okie Dokie.
It is. I'll leave it to your judgment. Maybe it's if they leave another striker up.
I think it's very funny.
Or if we're 2-0 up. I don't really know. Just leave it up to you. I'll leave it to your judgment to decide that. It's not like I'm your manager and get to make decisions. Right, you two, I'm going to need you to go forward.
Where do we go?
Whereabouts? Again, I shouldn't have to tell you everything. Just go forward. Just.
That is so true, right? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but every time I play the game, right, I feel the same way, sometimes with the set set pieces. I always feel the same way. Yep. Every time. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All of you are capable of making great tactics, right? But I think sometimes you just need to look at the situation in the game and go, hey, I made this great tactic. Why isn't it working? Because the opposition are playing something else. And then when they're playing something else, you have to go in there and go like, okay, what do I do now? All right, that's a problem. Okay, so my advice is don't get, I can't delete tactics. Yeah. My advice is don't get too, don't beat yourself up over it. It takes some time to get used to it, or at least take some time for people to, I don't know, maybe come to terms with making small little changes. Yeah, my job, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to introduce you to those small little changes, right? Making those small, minute changes that can help you. Okay, so next game we play Arsenal in the FA Cup. I'm gonna find out whose tactic is gonna be coming in, man, from this. Yeah. The adjustments is what we like, correct? I think all of you can make good tactics, understanding what the tweaks are. And the tweaks don't have to be a lot, right? It don't have to be okay, the simplest tweaks is how do you push to score goals? And how do you hold out a lead? That's it. Just master those two first. Right. Making small little adjustments to your tactic, like, changing a role here, changing a role there. You have to drop down to comprehensive to see how the movements look like. Is it the movement that you want? And ultimately, it's going to be, it depends on whether when you created the tactic the first time around, you had a clear idea of the kind of movements you were going after in your tactic, right? So that's more important. Okay, we got Fonseca, Manuel, sucker punch. Oh my goodness, now I'm lost. No, I don't know. Okay, I think we did Fonseca, we did Manuel, we didn't do sucker punch. Count me Barcelona. We did this. Okay, so, okay, got his tactic, okay. All right, we're going to look at Suku Punch. Let me work our way down, okay. So, Suku Punch. DLP, Mazzala, ball winning midfield, okay. Wow, okay, all right, okay. Not bad idea, okay, not a bad idea. This is a counter-attacking tactic, okay. Why are you playing a counter-attacking tactic? Okay. All right, we'll start first. Worst performing team, I think that's us, right? Okay, let's see what we got at this team. Tyrone Mings again. Oh no, thank God. No Tyrone Mings. Danny Ings. Okay. Watkins, no Danny Ings. Okay. Coutinho, Bailey, McGinn, Kamara. Wow. This is... Okay, all right. We'll play this game. Remember what I said in today's video about mentality? About choosing the right mentality for your team. Okay. You're playing counter-attacking. Okay. And you've got a lot of attacking duties. Right. So when you need to defend, what do you think is going to happen in a low block? Pay attention to what Coutinho does. Right. Does Coutinho come all the way back? Like when you lose the ball. Okay. So he stops. Okay. No, we didn't see anything. We need to see more. Okay, so this is, you have to pay attention to all that, right? So this is like a routine, or whatever it is, a set piece routine, right? Dead ball situation, rather, yeah. Okay, so let's go. And then when you play on higher mentality, sometimes you you have to watch out for tempo. Players take risks with the way they play the pass. You saw that pass? Right. So when you play on low mentalities, your players are going to try more things to get the ball forward. Not necessarily better things, right? Yeah, so now we go up. Okay, goes down the line, plays in. Okay, high risk pass. Didn't know. I mean, it didn't make it, but he thought of it. Another one. Okay. Risky across the face of the team. And then if they intercepted that ball, we'd be in trouble. Okay, Coutinho tries to get back. He stays there. Okay, does he close down? No, McGinn moved up. Okay, again, not bad. Not bad. Very aggressive. Okay, one thing about this tactic I'll be very worried about is my legs in the second half. Okay. Okay. Coutinho, too far forward, right? On attack duty, wasn't there to help the team out from the defensive phase, right? So he was too far forward. He can't help the team. Okay. The ball goes forward. This guy runs. Okay, nice. Okay, the boys punch forward. Right? You saw the attacking transition. The whole back line. Only 2 defenders left. Only 2 defenders left. The whole team punch forward. Okay, so again, everything is rushed, right? Because we're on a very high mentality. Okay, so what else? What are things that we can do? First up, drop tempo. Let's drop the tempo. First thing I'll do is drop tempo. Okay, because everything is being rushed. I mean, yeah, okay, fine. Some people are going to say you're doing a counter-attacking tactic. You have to play it on a high tempo. I'm like going, well, maybe. But what if I've already got the lead? Right? What if I want to be a bit more patient? I'm waiting for the perfect opportunity to launch myself. See what's happening now. Okay. So now I drop the mentality down to balance. Okay. So now I drop my mentality down to balance. Okay. The team's approach, right, is going to be slightly different, right? Every single pass is almost like reaching its target compared to the last one, right? So on positive mentality, my team is going to take more chances to move the ball around the pitch, right? Sometimes these may be bad decisions. It's just riskier. So if you want to make a counter-attacking tactic, right? If you play on higher mentalities, yeah, sometimes you don't get everything happening. Now here, he advanced forward. He gets the ball, he's on his own. So this is what you told your team to do. Get the ball on your own. Now let's say I've taken the lead, right? What else can I do? Okay, I can ask him to be a DLF on support. I can ask him to be a false 9, or false 9 is too much trouble. Pressing forward on support is also possible, right? This guy is going to go here. Okay, let's try pressing forward on attack. Okay, he goes here, he stays on the shoulder of the defenders. Okay, also possible. Get stuck in, drop off more. Yeah, fine. This is... You're not going to... As you lose the ball, everybody drops back, right? Your defensive line doesn't commit itself too high up the pitch. On positive mentality, they will. You saw what they were doing earlier. They bombed forward, right? Because the roles were a bit more attacking. So now I've dropped my mentality down to balance. I'm still maintaining a drop-off more, right? And yeah, so far, I think there's not much you need to change in your tactic. I mean, most of it can stay the same. Half back, that's the opposition. I thought it was yours. Okay. See. Okay. Not bad. All right. So let's look at what do you have here? No wonder. Okay. All right. Everybody is like super. I mean, I see a lot of 2-on-1, 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 right? What if you don't want to do 2-on-1? Because your zone of compression isn't that big, right? So I don't want to see a lot of players going for the same player. Then I do that. See, what I did was I dropped my my pressing intensity down one notch. So yeah, you can do something like that as well. So I mean, this tactic on the whole, would I change very much? Not really. Box to box going this way, inside forward, more direct. Okay, yeah, I get this. This is a supremely simple tactic. I mean, I won't say simple, but it seeks to punch a hole in the team. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to change anything here. I mean, maybe, okay, let's try something. Okay, step up more, get stuck in. I want to compress them seriously into that small little space. They get the ball, I try to catch them. Yeah. Don't give them much room. Okay, now when you play this kind of a system, right? Halftime, you better be prepared. This is one of the most expensive formations in the game. You got to be on standby to bring on other players, right? Okay, congratulations, you mastered the art of the short throw. I think you have, no? I don't know whether you've got it. Nope, yours is mixed. Even better. I got two like this, left and right. Nice. Now everybody's gonna copy this throw-in routine. You just watch. It's just the default throw-in routine, right? Okay, so simple. We don't do anything. I mean, with this tactic right now, right, I can even dial it down even more. Okay. Yeah, I dial it down even more, right? Be a nuisance right now. Okay. These two, I want them to come back all the time. Bang, very defensive. Counter press. Yeah, okay, fine. No. Let's just drop that. Okay, that's it. Let's go. Okay, now I want the whole team to come back and defend. Oi, we got the first highlight in the opposition third. That's impressive. Very defensive mentality. Again, we almost scored with a cheesy throw-in routine. Yeah, we just see out the team. We're going to create a zone of compression damn tight. Every time the AI is going to try and work the ball into the area, they're going to find it difficult. Simple. This tactic is not bad, but you got lots of options. You got to learn how to play with those options. But one of them is learn how not to use positive. Yeah. Because you don't have to play on positive for counter-attacking tactic. You can play on cautious even, right? The whole tactic is set up nicely already. Right? You can also do this. They're going to be forced into this zone, so you're squeezing them, and you can also drop this. You can afford to drop it one notch, so you can avoid a lot of double ups, and you get yourself a nice punchy tactic. All right, we got Sports Interactive, Tactics, BYT. We've done this. Come at me, Barcelona. Oh, interesting. DLF advanced forward. Okay, so you really only have one goal scoring option. Yeah, I see DLF means it's one goal scoring option because he's going to go off on his own and say he's going to put a big finger up in the air to the rest of the team. That's what happens with the advanced forward. They just go like, "Oh, see you later." They go to try to score a goal on their own. That happens a lot with advanced forward. So this is one of the reasons why I'm like, okay, I will like it. Then I'd rather have two advanced forwards. Then they can both do it in tandem. Now you got one DLF who's going to drop deep, but it's going to look for the advanced forward. Inverted winger coming this way, wingback going this way, wingback. Wow, this is kind of funky. Okay, I can see how this might work. Okay, I probably wouldn't change too much. Yeah. I've got a 4-4-2 right now that I'm using, and I'm in love with it. I'm in love with my 4-4-2. I'm trying to make sure that none of your 4-4-2s look like mine. Okay. Because my 4-4-2 has got such fantastic movement, man. I think you guys have been on the Palemo stream, right? You see some of the goals and where they come from. Like inverted wingers running into goal-scoring positions, wingers moving into goal-scoring positions. We create chances for our fullbacks to come up and score. It's easily one of my favorite tactics right now. Okay, so we are here now watching this team play. Again, we're using 2D to understand the system, the movement, right? Okay, once again, you're playing what is called, you try to play with two compressed zones. Okay, so we get that straight. So you're going to see a lot of, you can see the AI coming at you, trying to score goals, right? And then maybe one of these days we can see the stats. Okay, all right, so typical game. Is your tempo high? Yeah, I thought as much. Tempo high with early crosses. But you only have one flank attacking. So, right, if you hit high tempo, you're literally hoping for one player to get away. Right? Because you can rule out the fullback. Your fullback on the left flank isn't going anywhere. Because the only way the fullback on the left flank is involved is if you're in the final third. So that means Your low block tactic, okay, let me try and explain this, okay. Your low block tactic only has one goal scoring creative force here, because he only kicks in when you have got the ball in this part of the pitch already. So how do you hope to hit teams on a break? Right? Okay. That's the problem right now with this tactic. You want to do a counter-attacking setup. My advice, get both of them up the pitch. So you got two options now when you release the ball. These guys can be just wingbacks on support. They hold your back. Then you've got these roles pushing forward. Then you've got this. I mean, like, they counter and regroup. Don't. Every time you lose the ball, they come back. So just leave it like that. Okay. Mid-block, drop off more. Okay. I mean, yeah, that can work. You're just going to drop off. I wouldn't advise you to do a compression. Like, you force the opposition to play in this zone. So every time they come in, you squeeze. You're squeezing the space. This, you're dropping off, right? So this whole block moves with them. So unless your players are, unless you are very good at observing the transitions, I would just say don't do anything, right? Step off more if you're very confident at creating compression. I like the create compression. A counter press means, right, this group of players will try and win the ball back straight away. So let's try with the counter press. Let's go to balance. Let's hit let's drop the tempo as well. Now hitting the early cross makes sense, right? Inverted winger going this way, wing back coming this way, box to box going this way, winger giving us width. One Luca Dean is on this side. If you want to have the fullback, attack, winger attack, diagonal kind of setup, then you're looking at dominating with a higher defensive line and a higher line of engagement. Yeah. But I would just go like this if I can. So we got a throw. Oops, there we go. Okay, we gotten ourselves one. Okay, Matty Cash is. We got no fullbacks. I don't know if this team has got another right back. Okay, we're gonna have to put somebody else here. Who do we put? Look, okay, Augustinson, left-sided player is gonna come this way. Okay, maybe. Inverted wingers aren't complicated roles, right? You just have to give them space to run. That's all you have to do with inverted wingers. They need space to run in a 4-4-2. Yeah. Man, this is getting, you if you want to play something like this, this guy has to close down a lot more. He's got to be a lot more aggressive in this area. But I would probably if you wanted to play with double DMs, double MC combination, then you need a very good pair in midfield. And it doesn't always work. Like even me, if I'm playing my Palermo team, right? I'm going to Serie A next year. My 4-4-2 will revert to a 4-4-2 DM because I don't have the players to take on the rest of the league because I need good wingers as well. I need good fullbacks. I need good defenders. And two solid central midfielders. So this... come at me, Barcelona. I would probably turn this guy into like a pressing forward on support. Keep it simple. DLF on attack. He holds up the ball and he at least looks for through balls. Okay. Now, this guy isn't going to be very far away. He's going to be near the goal. He's never going to go to the line, right? Okay. So this guy becomes like a winger. He can be a winger on support. At least gives you some width. Right? Not a white midfielder. Right? Don't play a white midfielder here. I wouldn't play a white midfielder there. Then what you can do with these roles are you better mark tight, yeah, so that they always taking care of the opposition wingers. Okay, so you've got something like this set up, it can work, right? Okay, this guy is holding position. You see, this guy is holding position. Don't put a ball playing defender behind him. Put a ball playing defender on the other side, right? Okay, the reason is very simple. He'll bring out the ball, right? But he's bringing up the ball to a stationary player who doesn't move around too much. So it's a short distance. Chances of you getting into a pressing trap very high because the opposition might press that player, or they might have AM there that will take the player off ball of him. Whilst this way, there's a player holding the position here. The ball playing defender comes up. Now he can pass the ball to him in case he is marked, right? Alternatively, he can play the ball to the wingback who's on his left, right? And the winger. Now, in this setup, I'll probably play fullback on attack. Unless you want, because you got support duty, so you play a fullback on attack instead of wingback on support. Because otherwise, you got dribbler, and then you might get into trouble on this side of the flank. So something as simple as this can work. Yeah. Okay, so this is something that we could do, right? Okay, so this is something that we can do with this tactic. Okay. All right, next tactic. Puppy power. Last but not least, I think we've done all the tactics already, except for this one. This is another, the world and its Masalas. Okay, now it's not so bad because Masala, inverted winger, fullback on support. Okay, now I don't think it's that crazy. Okay, it's not that crazy. Because this guy has a support duty. Comes up. Why, this Tyrone Mings cannot be trusted with this role. The Tyrone Mings cannot be trusted. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big fan of the Mazzala in a 4-2-3-1. I just am not. Coutinho uses right leg, he plays. No, he's not. He's decent with both feet. Yeah. So it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, the guy will come in on his right foot to play a pass. It's not like, oh, he's... okay, the last thing I care about, right, in this game, oh, he's got a left foot. He can only play on the left flank. You're losing a lot of funkiness with tactics when you do that. Because when you play a right-footed player on the left flank, he comes in on his right foot and sees two strikers. He uses his predominant foot to send the ball in front of them instead of across. That is even better. That is even better than a cross. Yeah, if you're a footballer, you'll know that it's true. Right? If you've ever played football, and I'm a right-footed player, but also I always play on the left wing. Yeah. Because I will come inside and I'll play one over the top for my two strikers to latch onto. Yeah. But if I play on the right, on my predominant foot, then I end up having to drop in crosses 90% of the time. Because if not, I would have to cut in on my left foot to try and shoot or pass. So there is a lot of dynamics. As I included all these little dynamics into the game. Similarly, if you play an inverted wingback if he's got a right foot, you play him on the left flank. Watch what happens. Very nice dynamics. Because what happens is the inverted wingback comes in with his right foot. He plays one over the top for the two strikers. Yeah, there's a lot of things that a lot of people don't see this batch engine because they have got this rule in their head, which I never understood. Because he's got a left foot, he must play on the left flank. I'm like, dude, that's not true. The game does not punish you for playing him on the wrong flank. Yes, he makes a few mistakes, but once he gets good in that position, he's a genius at that position. Okay, let's try this. Let's try that. Yeah, so don't let anybody tell you otherwise, right? If you read threads, yeah. Yeah. I think I'm a bigger fan of I'm a huge fan of the inverted winger, especially if he's got a right foot and he's playing on the left flank. Or even as a winger. Even if you play him as a winger on the left flank, he will come inside on his right foot. And that's the brilliant thing. Which is the reason why last year, when I was playing inside forward, a lot of people asked me this question, why are you playing him as a winger instead of inside forward? I said, look, if I play him as an inside forward, he's always going to cut inside. If I play him as a winger and he's on his left foot, sometimes he's going to cut inside, sometimes he's going to go down the flanks. I get the best of both worlds. Yeah. It's it's to all their own. And once you start experimenting, you see. Yeah. It's a lot of fun when you experiment. This game punishes people if they don't. I mean, I won't say punishes. I mean, you end up in this little trap, then not fun anymore. Yeah, it's not fun. Yeah, I knew it. No, this is semi-decent. Because he's got support duties. Yeah. Let's see now. We got Coutinho playing on the left. Okay, let's see what he does. Coutinho is going to create chances. But there has to be time for him to create chances. The only thing I will say now is we might want to change tempo. Yeah. I don't know what his tempo is. Okay, nice. Good defending. Very good defending. Okay, ball goes out. Long. Okay, nice. 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 I didn't expect any changes from this tactic. I was like, nice, nice, nice goal. Lovely. Love the combinations on the right flank. It goes with and then slaps it in. So we got one like a pure winger here. Right? So this is why I like inverter. This is one of the reasons why I like to play right-footed players on. So if I play a right-footed player here, what does he give me? Okay, let me pause. Okay, let's see something. Leon Bailey. Where the heck is his foot? Left foot, right foot, reasonable. See this? This is the reason why sometimes you play a right-footed player, right? He's got a reasonable right foot, right? So because he's got a reasonable right foot and reasonable left foot, right? Okay, he will sometimes go down the flanks and then he would give you the cross, and sometimes he will cut inside, right, and play the pass. Because his tempo is high, right, that move was done very quickly. Right? So he went straight down the flanks, delivered a cross. That was nice, man. That was so nice. Okay, now looking at the Mazzala. Now he's played a safe combination. The wingback is not going to run forward. So if you had a wingback here, he'll be running forward. Now it's a fullback, right? What the fullback will do is he goes up, he sees Mazzala, give him the ball. Wingback, dribble, dribble, dribble. Mazzala half space, lose the ball, boom, counter attack. So fullback Mazzala is nicer. Small changes. Make small changes to your tactics. Most of your, I guarantee you, 99% of the tactics people have right now, right? 99% of your tactics all work, man. Don't feel like you have to bring your tactics in here because you need some kind of most of the tactics are solid. I think there are very few bad tactics in the community. Okay, so this is basically a player thing. Fullback, inverted back. Okay, what is he done here? CM. Oh, no wonder. That's why I saw. This is lovely. This is even now the penalty in FM23 is not so high. It was quite high in FM21 to play inverted wingback, inverted winger in combination. Now it's not so, because they don't end up in the same spots anymore. See this, right? I'm looking at this guy and this guy. So he's gonna pump up. Look at this, right? He goes up, goes into the center. He comes in. Yeah. Look at Dean. See the difference he makes? Earlier, we had a wingback, got torn apart. You got a fullback, you want to play a Mazzala, go ahead, be my guest. Now you got a lot of stability in that position. Look at this, man. That is such a nice goal. No? The interaction of the inverted wingback, inverted winger, right? Inverted winger goes inside now, right? Comes in on his left foot and uses his right foot to score. Lovely. Very, very nice. And then he's putting it in front of a D duty. So now there's a lot of security. We can actually, there we go. We can actually get this inverted wing back to play like Trent Alexander-Arnold pushing up. Yeah. See now, look at this. Defenders have to mark him already. Freeze him. Creates a very good goal scoring opportunity for this inverted winger. All right. This is a very good setup. Very good setup. This is a very good 4-2-3-1. Very, very good 4-2-3-1, man. Yeah, the more I see Mazzala, I get panicky, you know. I see Mazzala, I go like, oh no. This Mazzala is such a problematic child. I get worried about Mazzala. Oh, look at the yellow cards on display now. The yellow cards, oh, cow. What is it? Do you have like hard tackle? No, you don't. Oh, this is aggressive, man. The higher tempo. Whole team, I don't know why. Is everyone? Oh, no wonder. Son, you don't have to. Man, you really gone into the school of maximum press. Man, this is the. Okay, take more risk, cross on byline. Dribble more. Ah, you love my dribble more. Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, remove all the tackle harder. Yeah, you don't need it. I mean, it helps, but let's just put it on the front view, okay? Don't put it on these two. because they're very expensive. Otherwise, you always have to think about bringing on a set of central midfielders, unless you have a plan to bring on the central midfielders. Unless you're always the sort, right, that goes, okay, time for me to bring on my central midfielder. So right now, we got to bring on Emilio Bienda for this guy. Don Donker, I don't know, maybe play him for this guy. Douglas Luiz for this guy. Okay, so there we go. So in this kind of a tactic, right, these two have to come. They have to always substitute them. I don't care. I just randomly pick two players. I don't know whether they're Donker. I think it's a defender, right? Not a midfielder. So I just randomly pick two fellas. Excellent tactic, man. Very, very good tactic. Very little change except for the tackle harder. Just remove. I think if it's that, it's your way of playing, you enjoy a lot of broken bones in your game, then go by all means do it. Other than that, very little needs to be changed. This tactic, I actually like it a lot. Shadow striker pressing forward. Guy goes this way. This guy attacks this space. This guy looking for chances to play one into the space. This guy looking for chances to play one into the space. This guy coming in on the blind side to score goals. What's there not to like? Plus, remember I told you guys earlier, never put a ball playing defender behind a CM on defense, right? Now you got a ball playing defender here, bringing the ball up. Mazala coming here. Ooh, this is champion. This is a good tactic. Right there is one of the best tactics I've seen today. I'm not surprised. I know who he came from. Yeah, man. I'm not surprised. This is a damn good tactic. Okay. All right. I got room for a few tactics, right, from the community. Okay. So let's see if we got any more from Discord. Okay. We got no, and let's one more time. No more from Discord. Okay. So I got room for some tactics. Okay. I'm going to paste the link here into the chat. Okay. You can, I don't know if that's the one. Okay, let me check this thing. Okay, let me just pull it up. File requests. Okay, give me the link. Planimo playthrough, BTM public, send email, copy link. Done. Okay, copy. Okay, I think it's copied already. Shish kebabs. No, this way. Okay, copy the link. Copy link. Okay, done. All right, putting into chat right now, so you guys can drop in the links. Tactics. I'll have some time. Yeah. But there we go. Links in chat. Okay, so we got some tactics. There's space for you guys to bring in the tactics. We'll take a look at some of these tactics, and then, we'll see how many we can get done. We've got about a short while. We'll have to call the show. Okay, so let's see what we get first. Puppy power. Wow. Okay, we're gonna remove all this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Delete this. Okay, now my phone is gonna go crazy. So we've got 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna download all these tactics. 4. Okay. I'm going to download the first 5 and then we work on those 5 tactics. Going once. 5 tactics. Going twice. 5 tactics. Going thrice. Last call for tactics in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Nico just got in. Okay, download. Okay, that's it. After this, no more tactics. Okay, done. All right, so we got 5 tactics we're going to look at. So we got BYT. What is this, man? BYT FM 23 public zip. Which one am I going to use? Oh, public zip. That's the one, idiot. Okay. Discord. You're such a stupid fellow, no doubt. Sometimes you can't see things right in front of your eyes. I know, I'm an old man. I've reached an age where I don't see anything in front of my face anymore. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, load. Okay, done. Ding. I'm going to have to reinstall Windows 10 on this computer, man. I'm not happy with Windows 11. It's giving me so many problems. BYT. Okay, now we have a slight problem, right? So many tactics here. Okay, I gotta delete tactics that we've done. One, Manuel we've done. Sucker punch we've done. Come at me, Barcelona. Possession we've done. Positive 4-4. I think we've done this though. Test, Tenak we've done. Okay, so we got 1, 2. I'll look at this one. We've done the 4-4. Yeah, we've done the 4-4. Okay. All right, here we go. Asymmetric. We'll look at test 1. What is test 1? Well, send it to me, man, for a test first. Is it trial run? I did the 3. No, if you want to see the 3-4-2-1, go and look at the beta. During the beta, I created all the tactics already. I created 3-4-2-1 in the beta. There's a whole bunch of tactics I created. I created 3-4-2-1, 3-4-3, 3-4-1-2, 3-5-2, 3-1-3. I created so many back trees, man. So you can look at those. They're all done there. Okay, so we're DLF. Let's play this, right? Quickly. So we'll try and play as many as we can. Okay, sometimes, of course, time permitting, I won't have time to play all of them because I got to go and pick my kids up very soon. So now we're playing Watford in the FA Cup. So let's see how your tactic does. I guarantee you, most of your tactics you guys are making, they're all great tactics. And look, guys, you guys are making very good tactics. Most cases, it's just one small tweak here, one small tweak there. That's it. I don't see any reason for you to go and make wholesale changes to your tactics. In some cases, some of you are just not using mentality correctly, or some of you are just going, oh no, your defensive line is too high because of the roles that you're using, or the duties you're using. I would get very careful if I'm playing a very high defensive line, high mentality, a lot of attacking duties. Then you better be cautious because you probably are going to be caught with the ball over the top. So small things, right? So let's look at this tactic. Let's play, and then we worry about the... Now, see, now we're going to see a different setup, right? Now we got inverted wingback playing behind another roving role. So I saw that already. Now you're just creating a lot of traffic in the center. This tactic will create a lot of traffic in the center, right? Okay, so let's come in here. Let's change this to the Aston Villa formation. Aston Villa stats. So we look at the stats, right? So one thing I always do in my tactics, right? I make sure that I've got a lot of final third passes. Look at it. First couple of minutes, right? Watford have more final third passes than us. Okay, we scored a goal from a corner. I'm not going to get excited. Okay, but okay, if I look at this, right? This is important for me. See this? Aston Villa, final third passes, 4. Okay, not so bad. 62%. We spend more time on the ball. We have more passes than they have. Okay, not bad. Let's see what we can do. Okay, final third passes, 6-4. For all that ball share that you have, right? Okay, all the amount of time you have on the ball, okay, can we make this slightly better? And that's all. Okay. 3-1. Okay. So 62%. This is the time you spend on the ball. And this is the total passes you're generating. Okay. So this is how it works. Final third passes now I'm pulling ahead. Now it's 3 times as much. Now it's twice as much. Yeah. Basically almost twice as much final third passes. Okay. Augustinson, box benefitter, inverted winger. This guy going forward and up, right? Okay. Okay, this guy going up. Now this is something that there's a bit of a log jam here. So what I'll do is, okay, Mazzala attack coming in here with the inside forward wing back. Okay, wow, there are a lot of moving parts in this title. You give me a headache. DLF on a headache is going to hold. DLF on a headache. DLF on attack is going to hold up the ball, right? Mazzala is going to go into this space and attack here. All right, so he's going to hold out the ball and run into the channels. For who? For this one Mazzala. I said, maybe this inside forward with him is swap places. Turn this guy into a pressing forward. Stay in the box. Okay. All right. Okay. Next, inverted wing on attack. Now he's gonna hold up the ball. He's gonna give us width. Okay, stay wider, take more risks. Maybe even go direct. Okay. Okay, wait. Let me come in here. Change his passing. Okay, tell him to go direct. So now he's gonna do a lot more longer passes. So he might end up in this pocket. Now the PF is not gonna leave this space too often. Right? So he's gonna be there some of the time. Okay. Here, ball playing defender on defend. Tell him to bring the ball up. Okay, so you can leave it like this if you are the kind of person who's very worried about the dribble more instruction. You can put I normally do. you'll encourage this whole side to push up, right? Okay. And this guy tell him to mark a bit tighter, so it makes it harder for the opposition players to get around. Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's just make, oh yeah. Counter press is fine. Mid block more often. Step up more. Okay, good. Step up more. Okay, good. All right. Short ball, work ball into box. Then go wider. You got a Mazala. When you play Mazalas, don't play narrow. Never play narrow. You got a Mazala, always play wide. Because Mazalas like width. Why are you making the space so small that the Mazalas are going to be squeezed? The Mazalas are not going to enjoy the game. So you want to enjoy it, you want to get the best out of a Mazala, play it wide. Okay? If you just need the Mazala to act like an anchor somewhere, because this Mazala is attacking space, so play it wide. So he gets to attack that space. All right, so now we got Inks. Now you see what's happened? He's dropped deeper. He's creating, you're getting others involved in the play as well, right? So he's pressing forward now. So the inside forward also has got something to, latch on to. You got more attacking options in the final third. Augustinson, let's change him. Let's put somebody else there. We'll put Ashley Young. Okay. Tyrone Mings, such a liability. Okay. There. Augustinson hasn't come off yet. No. We knew this was going to be a problem. See? I knew that was going to be a problem. Yeah. The problem with this, step up more with inverted wingback is the inverted wingback has to run further to get back into position as well. So he will be in that natural position when he's defending. But unless if he has a yellow card, you could be in trouble. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to take him off straight away. We lost a player. Okay. But I would look at this is my recommendation. We'll finish the game. I'll show you what I'll do. I probably won't play inverted wingback, inverted winger and that role together. Yeah. Okay, so extra time kickoff. Shish kebabs. Now I got to change tactics. Okay. We go Mazala on attack. Go inverted wingback. Come in here, box to box midfielder. Support. Play this as an winger on attack. No, inside forward on attack. Okay. Inside what? These two will swap positions. Okay. Inverted winger. This guy comes here. DM on defend. Ball playing defender. Wingback going around here. Okay. No focus play. Don't need a focus play. You generally don't need focus plays in most tactics. Unless you intentionally want the central midfielders to move in that direction. So if you want the central midfielders to move in that direction, that's when you do focus play. But otherwise, you don't need to. It is not entirely necessary. If you want, because what focus play does is it moves players to the side of the focus. So if you do that, then you also create the opportunity for sides to exploit the spaces, right? You leave behind. Yeah. So if you don't know how to watch for transitions, I wouldn't do that. Yeah. So you're moving. I would make more sense to play on the focus play was on the right. So yeah, where you have the Mazala on attack earlier. So we changed that. Now we're going to come in here, commentary mode. And then we're going to go maximum speed because we ain't got time for ting, 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 ting. Okay. What is better, OI instructions, opposition player, or as a PI for your players? OIs and PIs are two different things. They're not the same thing. And OI is an instruction to any person, to a specific position or a specific player playing on the pitch. And a PI is for a play instruction that kicks in for any player that enters that player's zonal marking area. So it's two very different things. They're not the same thing. Huh? Yeah, they're not the same thing. Okay, so looking at this tactic, I will turn this guy into a mess. Okay. on attack. I'll turn this guy into inverter, or rather a winger or an inverter winger on support. But there's too many creators in the side. But this is where we want the creators to be, right? So you got 1-1-1, all creators. Okay, so you got Mazzara coming this way. Play inside forward and support. Okay, turn this guy into like an inverter winger on attack, and then turn this guy into a CM on attack. Okay, or CM on support, or box-to-box midfielder, right? So you got something here. Then wingback coming up here. This guy going this way gives you the width. He can create chances. He got two players to attack. Then you got pressing forward and support. So essentially what you get is this guy dropping in, going here. These two will create a goal-scoring combination. Wingback coming up the pitch, box-to-box supporting this guy. This is your creative fulcrum, right? If you want to create another creative fulcrum, you swap. You put inverter winger here, you put inverter wing back there, you put wing back here. Because you always want a creative fulcrum to have more than one option. When you play inverter wing back, he doesn't have that one option unless the inverter wing back is there to score goals. Then he's inverter wing back on attack. Then he drills through the middle. That's a different set altogether. All right, let's take a look at other tactics. Now I'm going to have to look at the tactics. We won't be able to play too much with them. Okay, so let's go to the Sports Interactive. Let's look at all these tactics you guys sent in, right? Okay, BYT. 442 DM Diamond. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see this. Okay, all right. Now, two advanced forwards, they go off on their own, say hello, we'll try and score goals. That's what their plan is. Okay. The beautiful thing is when you play on balance or lower mentalities, they also come back and help you defend. That's something that you want to bear in mind. Wow. That's a lot of... Okay, so basically you want to play this on defensive. It is on a lower mentality. Don't play it on higher mentalities. You can play this. You can even play this on very defensive because you got so many attacking duties, right? Now, problem with these two roles is they're going to go and try and score goals, and they'll come to these areas, and this will drag these players up the pitch. You can play two volantes here. That's fine. It's still okay. What you want to do with this is you want this guy to mark tight. So whenever you have to defend, they are going to be sitting on the shoulder of the players that are attacking them. Now, this two combination is kind of simple. I mean, he's going to run this way. This guy's going to run that way. I would probably leave this guy as a advanced forward. I'll turn this guy to a pressing forward support. Just, because he stays in the pocket. He stays here. So he stays near goal. Why? Because when this guy runs this way, he'll give it to the inverter winger. Inverter winger plays one, he's got somebody to score goals. Or the winger is on this side of the pitch. So you get this dynamic. But if you play advanced forward, what will happen is if the ball comes this way, he's going to help you defend. Then, when the attack happens, if the ball goes this way, advanced forward goes to the flank. So basically, you've got a very flank-based attack. Now you've got options, right? So, okay. Now, this at the back here, you got two volantes. I love volantes. I myself use two volantes. In fact, I have many tactics which use two volantes. These are box-to-box midfielders. That's fine. Yeah. How these two roles will play will depend on your players. That's it. Right? Well, you got the right kind of players, brilliant. Right? If you don't have one, you're worried, go ball-winning midfielder, volante. Can also work. Now, other than that, more direct, stay wider. Not necessary. Okay. You've got this. It's already telling your team to explore the flanks. You're playing more direct. Don't have to take more chances with this passing. Stay wider. Okay, fine. Yeah, he's going to stay wider. Volante, get for the... Okay. You can even tell this volante the whole position if you want. Hey, you can't. So sorry. My bad. Yeah, tell him he's going to get further forward. I get this. I did it once before last year. Let me think. Which is the best place? This is the best place to get further forward because we got this guy dropping. Okay. This guy dribble more. I love this tactic, man. You've been watching my videos, have you? Okay, but this works. Just make these small changes to your tactic. Counter press can work. Mid block, yes, no. Up. Higher or standard. Okay, you can play a higher defensive. I probably will play higher defensive line if I want these fullbacks involved in the attack. All right, that's what I will do. So I will probably start most of my matches like this. Okay, your question is how to use this. Step up more. You want to squeeze them in this area and then hit one over the top. Do this. You got a lead. You want to hold on to the lead. Do this. Okay, that's what you do. Your roles that are important are these two. Make sure you have 4 players who can play in this position. Because the moment these two get tired, your tactic will fall apart. That's all. This is a very nice tactic. I've got countless versions of this, but this can work. Yeah. This can work. What if you want to go and play higher mentalities? Of course you can. You can go balance. You can go attacking. The moment you do that, change these roles to wingbacks on support. Okay. So if you want to go and play on higher mentalities, these guys become wingbacks on support. So you got these guys coming up the pitch, but they're not over-committing themselves. You got these guys already committing to the attack, but this group is staying on support duty because they want to help both the defensive and the attacking transitions. All right, next tactic. It's not bad. It's a pretty solid tactic. Yeah, pretty solid. I like it. Okay, D. Puppy power. PYT. Okay, chocolate. Almond Diamond 41212. Watch me explode. Okay, this is weird. If you do the almond, there isn't a CWB and a... Okay, there's a CWB and a BPD. Okay, all right. This version. Okay, diamond. But Karilolo Mazala halfback. DM on defense. Or you can go ball winning midfield or defense. The reason, this guy's going to be here, this guy's going to be here. You need somebody very aggressive here. Okay? Halfback might end up somewhere else. So halfback will split the defense. You don't want that. You need them. Okay, when you play halfback, he's going to come down here. He's going to push these two up, right? Who is going to bring the ball up to the play in the half space here and the play in the half space there? Nobody, right? Except for ball playing defenders, they're going to dribble the ball. They lose the ball, you're in trouble. So ball winning midfielder is safe. The other role is DMD. Don't play halfback. You only play the halfback if you're not using Karelo Mazala. If you play Karelo Mazala and you play halfback, good luck to you. Because these boys are never getting the ball. Okay, AP and attack, fine. Poacher, advanced what? Okay, all right. Okay, okay. This guy is going to, if he doesn't have passing options, he's going to drop the ball. He's going to look back. He's got an AP. AP puts one over the top for the advanced work. That's how it's going to work, right? This is how it's going to work. Okay. The other option, of course, is pressing forward. Don't knock the pressing forward. It's a very good role. Pressing forward, defend is also a good role here. Yeah, so the roles I would look at, pressing forward, defend, pressing forward, support, as a possible alternative to the poacher. Because the poacher is always going to play backwards if he cannot find the AF. And if he plays backwards and the AP is marked, you're toast. So that's the reason why I go pressing forward support. Right? It's my first choice. Poacher is my... If I'm not so worried about the center, right? Okay. They got Mazala in this area. Wingbacks will come up. These guys will come up. Okay, fine. Yeah, I can see it working. Overlap. Okay. A bit wider. Stretch the team a bit because you're using Mazala. So you got a ball winning midfielder here, right? You can play wider. You can definitely play wider. But wider means they go to the fullbacks first for the ball. All right, and then you want this mark tight. Ooh, no. Don't put shoot less often. Don't stay wider. If anything else, mark tight. We need to. Okay, that's what you want. Okay. Okay, I got now. The thing here is this, right? You can also go attack duties if you want, but then you need to. If you want to launch these guys into attack, which is what the AP actually needs, right? Then you turn this guy into a ball winning midfielder. Then you play this guy then as a DM on D. Yeah. Overlap left, overlap right. You can drop your tempo. You don't need to have a very high tempo for this tactic. Because high tempo is going to rush a lot of the play when you need these guys to come up the pitch, right? So you want the tick-tock. If you want like tick-tock into the box, tick-tock into the center, you do this. Tick-tock. They'll play wall passes. What we call wall passes. They look inside for the pass, then they go out. Now, sometimes you won't have that option because of the formation your opposition uses. Then you need to go a bit wider. That's when you're looking at playing a bit wider and making sure that these guys, because they overlap left and overlap right, they're going to be here in most of your, when you're in your build-up play, they're going to be all the way here. Which makes these two guys very important. Okay, one of them has to dribble more. I don't know, you have to pick one of them to dribble more. Okay, so because they're going to be high up the pitch, because of your overlap, one of them has to bring up the ball. So that when you bring up the ball, he can release them into the attack. If you can't, then just overlap one side. Don't take a risk, right? If you worry, in fact, I wouldn't overlap this guy unless I could play him as a wingback on attack, and then I'll try as a wingback on attack first, right? So that could be a way forward for you. Prevent short goalkeeper distribution, don't even bother. Don't even do this. Why? This is a big ass line, man. You just go. If I would do, I'd do something like this. Okay. This is one of the reasons why I don't like this formation so much, right? Higher defensive line, this is what you gotta play. You play standard defensive line, okay. There's a big space, no. Then you gotta do this. Don't even bother prevent shot quick distribution. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go and leave their positions to try and win the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you know who's going? You don't, right? So that's why you don't. So you just do it like this. Leave it like this. Right? Okay, this is fine. But in most cases, what I would do, right, in this kind of a setup, this is a very dangerous asking for trouble setup. Okay, so I go mid. Most of the time, I play a mid block like this, step up. Wouldn't even step up more, drop off more. Okay, I don't have the protection of the flanks. This tactic, if you don't get to use the flanks, your tactic is toast. Not my favorite system right now. I don't really like this system in FM20. I'm not guaranteeing you that this is going to work. I'm going to tell you to manage it very carefully. Yeah, I'm probably more confident of this, the white diamond. I think the white diamond has a lot of potential in Football Manager. Yeah, you can play the white diamond really well in Football Manager because you can turn this guy, you can get these two guys to run through the middle. You can get these two guys to play like white midfielders on support, right? Inverted wingers even, right? So they can play inverted wingers. Then what you do is you got these 3 roles attacking, right? Then you put inverted wingbacks here, okay? Inverted wingbacks here. But you know what you do with inverted wingbacks? You play both inverted wingbacks opposite. So right footer come here, left footer come here. This guy comes in here, he plays one over the top. This guy comes in here, he plays one over the top. This guy comes in here, he plays one over the top. This guy comes in here, he plays one over the top. You got these 3 running already, right? So you got 3 targets for him to choose. Turn this guy into a target, man. Well, you got this coming here, ballistic missile. Come here, ballistic missile. This one come here, ballistic missile. This one come here, ballistic missile. All he does is, okay, I'm going to protect the center as much as I can. That's an option. 4-4-2 white diamond is actually much better in Football Manager 23. All right, next tactic. Okay. Let's go boom, 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 boom. Okay, sports interactive. Okay, next tactic we got from you guys. Bring your tactics. Is the Belgian box version 2. DM on D. Wingback on attack. Okay, the moment I see a DM on D, please let him go forth and conquer. Don't ask him to stay back. You already got 1, 2, 3, 4. You need width in this tactic. You don't have width, don't bother playing this tactic. This tactic, desperate for width. Okay? So maybe a support. This guy can... Okay, if you're going to do a DM here, right? Tell this guy to be the great Volante on attack. Then ask him to play as an inverted wingback on support. Okay, what this will do is, as he goes up, he's going to be a bit more narrower. Right? Again, play left-footed on this position so that he can put one over the top. You got these 3 running. AM on support, AF, EF. It runs off on his own. You need a lot. You need this tactic to have a bit of okay, I get AF. Okay, AF on the top, not bad. Okay, let's just leave AF on the top. AF. This guy can actually be a trequartista. No? He'll drop deep, working with the AM. You need this player to drop because there's no one else, right? So I'll go trequartista here or F9. Can I play F9 here? I don't think so. I don't think you can play F9 here. I got trequartista only. Yeah. So now trequartista drops. This guy can work with him. So you get this guy coming in here, and this guy is going to stay in the box, right? So this guy can do a far post cross. So he puts one into the area. Now, what about your lines? Okay, this is fine. Okay, now you got 4 players can prevent shot distribution. Drop off more. Okay, yeah, this whole line is going to drop off more. Trap inside, don't bother. Until the match engine is until we get a patch, I'll advise most people to stay away from the traps. Yeah, I'm not very confident of the way the traps are working at the moment. I think they're still quite. Some of the traps are a bit buggy. I'd rather use opposition instructions. Opposition instructions are doing a much better job of setting traps. In my opinion, though, a lot of people will, disagree with me. Okay, you're gonna drop off more, right? You're gonna drop off more. Get these guys to counter press when you lose the ball. Okay, because your backline is gonna fall back, right? And you already got a D duty here, so have the counter press on. Leave it on for default. Don't take it off. Maybe if you got a goal, you want to protect a goal, then counter press is on, right? And then, be more expressive. Yeah, if you're an average team, go for it. Work ball into box, not necessary. Fairly narrow. Okay, fairly narrow means players are going to look inside for the pass. If you want them to go to the wingbacks first, then play another thing. Now, this role might be okay. If you don't find it working very well, go complete wingback on support. You need somebody to actually roam and do some damage on this flank. Yeah. Then, something like this, is not that bad. Yeah, you can try something like this. I mean, I probably would go double volantes, no? Volante support, volante attack. That's the kind of person I am. But I don't think everybody is as insane as I am. So, yeah. I've got a tactic that's got 11 attacking duties, man. So, I'm the ultimate epitome of insanity, okay? I just like to do things that there's my left side of my brain says is impossible. I just want to go and prove that my right side can come up with some original ideas once in a while. Okay. DLF on attack, inverted winger inside forward, Mazala on attack. Nice. I like this combination. This is very nice. You know why? Because the Mazala will enter this space. Inside forward is going to try and attack. This role is going to come down the flanks. Okay. This is one time I'll tell you. Cross on byline. You encourage him to go all the way. Because inside forward and Mazala is going to be at the edge of the area when he gets to the line. Okay. So this is the one time I'll say go for it. Okay. Here you want this attack to push that side forward. Go ball playing defender. Go ball playing. You want this attack to push. You want this side to like create that pivot, right? So you pushing up. Then you got inverted wing back. Okay. Yeah, I guess it can work because the inverted winger is already on attack. Inside for DLF on attack is holding up the ball. Why? For who? This is a lot. You want to create a high possession tactic. The moment you play mid block, don't do it. Okay. The moment you want to mid block, just go pressing forward and support. Right. Stay in the area or just drop off. Right. Don't hold up the ball. You're playing mid block. If you play a mid-block, idea is you want to soak and hit, right? But why are you hitting and then your final roll there is holding up the ball? Doesn't make sense. So you want pressing forward, you want advance forward, you want those kind of roles. Even a poacher is a good idea. So I would change this role. Inverted winger, inverted wing back going this way. So there's a fair bit of build-up play here and then you're looking to release players. There's a lot of inverteds here. Take Morris, shoot that. Okay, fine. Yeah, pass it shorter. Okay, I don't know why you've got pass it shorter because the inverted wingback strength is his long pass. If you just wanted to position him here, then consider this role to be a bit more attacking. Run wide with ball. Huh? Run wide with ball, get for... You want him to swap. This is a very complicated tactic, man. Pass it shorter. No, man. Why? Take all this off. Run wide with ball, get further forward, stay wide. You're creating a lot of mess. Like you want him to come here, you want him to stay wide, and then you got a lot of these guys running to this side of the pitch, and then you got this guy coming to the center, and you telling him to pass it short. You get what I'm trying to say? This guy is coming here, this guy is going to be here, and he's telling this guy when he finally gets here, oh, pass it short. Who does he pass it short to? There's no one, right? He's going to pass it to him. So all these players are not really helping with the movement. So if you want this guy, what I would do is I just tell him to be like a winger, right? Give you a width. Okay. You get a width, and this guy coming in, and now you get this. So these two can work to create opportunities for these two. And then this guy is going to pull a defender away. Yeah. So I will just change that role like that. All right, man. Over the top plays? Yeah, a lot over the top plays, right? Okay, does Tricotistas also drop down the pitch for open spaces? Yeah, Tricotistas tend to drop a bit deep, right? They will drop deep into open spaces. They will try and build up play and they'll bust the gut trying to get into the opposition third. All right. Well, yeah, if you play a halfback, Nico, you got to be careful. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Halfback is going to come in to the pocket with the three defenders. And then if you don't have anybody to help you push the ball forward, you're going to lose possession of the ball very quickly. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you guys, do not play with a trap inside, hoping that you can trap good sides into a trap. It's not going to work. Yeah. Because when you trap a team inside, okay, unless you have like roles there set up for them to win the ball. For example, you have like a ball-winning midfielder, a central midfielder on support, a box-to-box midfielder, all like, in that zone trying to dominate. A trap inside might work. But half of you are using Mazalas, Carrileros, central midfielder on attack, inverted wingback coming. What trap inside you going to get? Nobody there to trap. All of them are not in the space anymore. So they're not going to be helping you very much. So yeah, I don't advise people use the trap instructions. Because the trap instruction requires you to have roles there that are going to do the job of winning the ball back. If they're not there, they're not going to help you win the ball back. Yeah. You try to get your Roma side to play 3-4-2-1, but I find much more results when I push the two middle guys out wide. Yeah, that's a 3-4-3 wide. Yeah. 3-4-2-1, you got a DM to engage. So you gotta back up, park in camp. You think you'll get promoted to the Premiership soon? Oh, Dashing Harry. Well done, man. I think I'll need your help too because I'm getting promoted with my Palermo side into Serie A. I'm about to panic because I don't think my 4-4-2 is going to cut it in the Serie A. Because my 4-4-2 is got two ball-winning midfielders, right? And it's not easy, man. It's not easy. All right, guys. Got to wrap it up now because I've got my kids. I've got to go and pick them up. It's that time of the evening. So I want to thank everybody for coming on today's show. I didn't get to your tactics, I'm really sorry. But we had to fly through as many as I can. I might be streaming later, so please check out on my Twitter. I'll try and catch up with some of your tactics later if I can, a bit later on the stream. So if I do a stream, it'll be in about 2 hours time, right? So those guys who didn't get a chance to get their tactics in, please, let's see now. I see if I can make sure that some of your tactics. So I see 2 tactics already in here. So we got test 1 below pros. Did I do that tactic? I think I did. I think I did some of your tactics, right? So I know I did this. I know I did this. I know I did this. I know Nathan Gibbs asymmetric tactic. I don't know who this is. I didn't see an asymmetric. I did this. No, I think I ordered it by time. Time is easier. The tactics that came in first. I know I did this. I know I did this. I know I did this. I know I did the almond diamond. Okay. I know I did this. Almond diamond out. Okay. All right. Delete this. Then Dortmund Hale N. Not really sure which tactic this is, man. Okay. All right. I'll leave these 2 in here. Asymmetric Nathan Gibb. If I come back later, I'll have these tactics to look at. Okay. So you guys use the link to pop it up, right? So I'm crocodile. Yeah, it's the monsoon season, man. They're crocodiles. Dennis Irvin is my hero. Crocodile hunter, no, it's okay. It's not that bad. It's not that bad around here. I just know this is Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia is the land of tropical forests and dangerous animals. We just live life dangerously here. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. Hope you had a good time. Hope I helped. If your tactics didn't get in, let's try and get them in later. Okay, if I stream. Otherwise, I'm going to leave these 2 here and I'm going to do them next week. Yeah, you guys stay safe. Take care of each other. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.